What's up, everyone? All right, so today I want to talk a little bit about parenting. There is, uh, as a parent, we strive, we struggle, we try to be the best parent we can. We learn off our childhood to be the best parent we can. Now, is there a wrong way to parent? Yes, there is a wrong way to parent. Giving up on your kids, uh, not struggling for your kids, not trying for your kids, not try to be the best parent you can be. But if you are trying to be the best parent you can be, there is no wrong way. Now I know there's a lot of these parenting books and all that, but the parenting books don't uh, ain't for everybody. The reason why I say that because each one of our kids grow up with different personalities. So those parenting books only to kind of guide you, and they say the best way to parent. No, there is no best way to parent because not everybody lives the same lifestyle. But the best way to parent, honestly, is we want the best for our kids. We want them to grow up. We want them to do good for themselves. We want them to to succeed in life in the best way possible. So no, there is no wrong, no parenting book. There is no right parenting book because to me personally, they're just going by it's a book. They don't know your kids. They don't know your struggle. They don't know your life. The books don't. So there is no certain way to parent. I know with me having 9 kids, the first few kids, I was real strict with them. And first couple of kids have a tendency of having it the hardest because through life and the more kids you learn to have more patience. You learn to be easier on the younger kids, and then you get the older kids talking shit to younger kids saying, "Oh, you got it easy." When I was young, when I was that age, I used to get my ass whooped. Little things like that. But you learn from your childhood how to try to be a better parent. And for some people, they didn't have parents growing up, so they try to be the best parent they can be. And then you got these parents that don't give a shit. You got these deadbeat dads. You got these deadbeat mothers. And then you got, when going through divorce, you got these parents using their kids as a power tool instead of being co-parenting. Now, when you use your kids as a power tool, you're doing the wrong thing because if you love your kids, you're not going to use them as a power kid. If the mom or the dad is trying to be a real parent, co-parent with them because all you're doing in the long run is hurting your babies. All you do in the long run is hurting your child. Trying to use them as a power tool and using them as a power trip over your BM or your BD, I don't know what you call it, baby daddy, whatever. Um, you're hurting your kid. In the long run, you're hurting your child, and that's a sad thing about life because during a separation, a lot of people does that. A lot of people try to use them as a power trip because you want to hurt your baby daddy or your baby mama, but all you're doing in the long run is hurting your babies. That's all you're doing in the long run. So honestly, to be honest with you, just try to be the best parent you can be. And for the kids out there that's not a parent, do me a favor and tell your parents you love them and tell them thank you for trying your best because there is no exact way to parent because every child has a different personality. Every child has, things differently. Like me, I got 9 different bonds with 9 different kids. And it's not that I don't favoritize none of them over the other one. It just, they got their own personal, different personalities as they grew up. So, I have my own different bonds with them, you know. So there is no right way to parent. The right way is love your kids, do the best you can, struggle, strive, and try to survive. And sometimes, unfortunately, we're not able to do that as a parent, but we try. And that's what counts and that's what matters. And your kids will see that. Your kids will see your struggle and how much you tried to love them and how much you do anything for them. Like literally, we'll feed our kids before we eat. And that's the right way to parent. We'll give up things that we want for they can have the best. There's no being a parent, you can't be selfish for your own personal gain. Everything goes to your kids. And then if there's extra, then that's when you do it. That's my only best way to explain it. So, don't use your kids. If you're in a separation, don't use your kids as a power tool, because you're only hurting your kids. Trying to co-parent, love your kids, do the best you can for your babies. Unfortunately, in my situation, since I was hit by a drunk driver, part of the whole ripple effect, I'm not able to be the grandparent that I knew I could have been, that I was. I'm not able to be the parent that I knew I could have been, that I was. I'm not able to take my kids out. I'm not able to work and support them. I'm not able to, do a lot of things I was doing with my kids. I'm not able to do that anymore. But I still try, in my condition, being blind with one leg, I'm still trying to do my best. I learned how to DJ while trying to help support my kids, trying to help support Kim with our bills. And, I'm doing, there's so many things, there's so many different things. So the only thing I can say is do the best you can. That's parenting right, is doing the best you can as a parent. The only wrong way there is giving up on your kids, not trying, and just whatever. That's the wrong way to parent. So as long as you're trying, that's the right way to parent. So with that said, you guys, for all the kids out there, thank your parents for doing the best they can as a parent. And make sure you tell your loved ones you love them before you leave your house, because they're not guaranteed to make it home. Be blessed, stay blessed. I'm out.